As you guys know, I'm Mikey. I'm CEO and co-founder of Flow Kana, and I'd like to kind of give us some closing remarks about what we've heard today about cannabis as a catalyst for change. And I'd like to start us off with just a question, right? And the question is, what type of industry do we want to become? Here in this room, we've got everyone that is really the driving force of this industry. We've got the farmers, we've got the operators, we've got the brands, the distributors, manufacturers, investors, policymakers, and together we're co-creating this industry. We're shaping it, we're molding it, and at the end of the day, it'll look like whatever intention we put out. And I always like to say that it's not what we get out of life that's valuable, it's what we become in the process of achieving what we want that truly matters. So in this industry, in this moment, and what could potentially be one of the largest and most important industries of our lifetime, this platform that's given to us, all these entrepreneurs, to really share a story. What are we going to do with this platform? And what other change can we bring to this world that we so desperately want to see? And we've heard from the farmers here recently, and we've heard from the social justice and all the people that have suffered around the drug war, what prohibition has done. It's been devastating. It's cost the nation billions of dollars, destroyed communities, separated families, and disproportionately affected minorities. But I always say that in California, it did leave us a gift. And that gift was more than 53,000 craft, off-grid, and sustainable cannabis farmers that because of prohibition couldn't really live close to the towns or close to the cities or connect to the water, connect to the electricity, connect to power. So they were forced to really live these beautiful off-grid lives with solar panel, rain catchment, and fully diversified farms. They're growing carrots and cabbage and cucumbers and sunflowers and tomatoes, and it's just a beautiful farm ecosystem, and all of them are growing kind of regeneratively. And it's a beautiful future that they kind of put forward. It's something that enamored me from day one when I came up to the Emerald Triangle. In this region, the Emerald Triangle between Mendocino, Humboldt, and Trinity counties is literally a triangle on the map. And that triangle is the geographic size of Ireland. Mendocino alone, where we are today, is the size of Switzerland. And in this region, there's about 53,000 cannabis farmers that collectively produce about 80% of the cannabis consumed nationwide. It's the largest producing region in the world. And what's so incredible about this ecosystem is that when you look at traditional big ag, the number one and number two player at the top usually control 80% of the market themselves. And in this industry and in this movement, rather than being concentrated in one or two players, it's distributed amongst more than 53,000 cannabis farmers. So if we have all of this production, why are we seeing the powers of big ag come into California? Big ag is the single largest contributor of our global climate crisis. Monocropping, that's a common practice done in big ag, basically through a pure bottom line approach, standardizes the farm to make it efficient and low cost and puts a single crop on there, the model of monocropping, which has made us lose all the biological diversity we have today on this planet. Right? Just look at corn, soy, and wheat, where we enjoy just 3 varietals, or 5 varietals, or a dozen varietals of these strains. Imagine if that happened to cannabis. Imagine if that happened to the thousands of strains we enjoy in California today, if all those disappeared the way of big ag. And our neighbors up north from Canada that beat us to the capital markets, right? They build these big conglomerates. And they're not only pretending to build this big ag model, but they're pretending to build it indoors. And I don't want to hate on indoor either, because thanks to indoor, we've had a lot of cannabis over the last few decades, and it's given us that medicine. But now that we have the opportunity to rethink how we want to grow our cannabis, is this what we want to build? From our perspective, indoor is just a relic of prohibition. There's not a single agricultural product grown indoor at scale. Every single crop that we enjoy, every agricultural product, every fruit, every vegetable is grown outdoors. So why do we want to build an industry of hairnets and face masks and gloves? We can have the same farmer that puts his hands in the soil and grows our tomatoes and grows our oranges, use it to tend to the beautiful plants. Why do we have to create these massive environments and recreate the sun indoors and create these HVAC systems and do humid systems to create the natural environment that we already have here in California to enjoy? Why do we want to create these high-intensity rooms with weird lighting? The sun provides all the light we really need to feel this planet. So is this the future that we want to see? a future of hairnets and face masks. At Flow Kana, we rather see a future of farmers, not face masks. And it's not an easy dream to make it come to life, right? I know everybody's probably thinking here, how do these small farmers survive against the capital, against consolidation, against the larger big ag players? And the truth is, craft farmers alone have no hope against big ag. Individually, they're helpless. They don't have the scale. They don't have the efficiencies. They don't have what it takes to get out there. But together, scaled through centralization and connected through technology, I believe they can be massive. And decentralized models today are some of the biggest models that are driving humanity forward. Yeah, Uber, for example, is the largest taxi cab company in the world. They don't own a single taxi cab. They've created a technology and a platform, and a centralized platform, where they've created and empowered a whole set of independent drivers to reach global scale. The same thing with Airbnb. The largest hotel service in the world doesn't own a single hotel room. Yet they've created a platform that has empowered all these homeowners to rent out their homes or their rooms and really created the largest hotel chain in the world. So why can't we bring technology to agriculture and build a new model? So at Flow Kana, we believe that the future of agriculture is craft, independent, and decentralized farmers working through centralization and technology to achieve scale. And up to now, we've proven that this is possible. At Flow Kana, we have the good fortune of being the #1 flower brand of the state, which is kind of a testament to all of our hard work and all the commitment of everybody. Yeah, for sure. It's a testament to all the hard work and the commitment of everyone from within Flow Kana and all the farmers working together. But it's also a testament of the consumers at large that are voting with their wallets to choose more environmentally conscious products. And it might be the very first time in agriculture, right? When you think about, you look at any other form of vertical, the whole foods, the organic, the small farmer, the craft, it's a niche market, right? Publix and the Ralphs of the world, or Publix is Florida, a Safeway and the Ralphs of the world are much larger than the Whole Foods. And at Flow Kana, we've taken this kind of small farm, craft farm, sustainable, organic model to be a category leader, not just a small niche market. So I'm reminded often by this quote of Buckminster Fuller: "You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete." Industrial ag, we're kind of at this bifurcation in the road. One path leads to the big ag model that's continued to decimate our planet. The other leads to kind of healing the world. And we've been led to believe that without large-scale automation and without large-scale mechanization and without nitrogen fertilizers, we can't feed the planet. And that couldn't be further from the truth. We've also been led to believe that you can't do craft at scale, right? And it's true. When you grab the big ag model and try to make craft high-quality products, it goes down as the plot gets bigger. But in a model where you're empowering thousands of small farmers that tend to the land, that love the plant, that do it with intention, we can actually bring craft and scale to the same equation. So today, at our first ever Flow Talks, our Cannabis as a Catalyst for Change, we've brought together the visionary leaders in all these different disciplines, from social justice, social equity, regenerative agriculture, science and medicine, regenerative buildings. I can't remember the name you said, Homo regenesis, the new species that should dominate the planet. And it's incredibly inspiring to hear all these conversations and all these fields really intersect. And this platform that we have here in cannabis and this opportunity that we have to not only set the stage for this industry, but set the stage for other industries to come is exciting, and it's really incredible. I hope you join us next year for the next Flow Talks.